Hi, Pastor Mike here with this morning's Minute Meditation. We'll be taking our text or reading from Mark chapter 7 this morning in the first 13 verses. In that passage, we find that the Pharisees approached Christ asking questions about the disciples and the fact that they do not participate in a tradition of washing of hands, washing of pots, a tradition that they had come up with to make themselves seem to be more clean or spiritual than they actually were. I'm interested in the very latter part of verse number 2, and the last thing said in that verse is this: they found fault. I think it's a real good idea for you and I at times to examine the faults that we find in other people. And the reason I say that this morning is simply this: if the Lord would have chose to, He could have accosted those Pharisees and asked them, give me some scripture on why you find fault in my disciples. They could not have said that those men were blaspheming. They could not have said that they were preaching or propagating false doctrine of any sort. Oh no, it was just a tradition that they held that they felt like that the disciples should have held as well. We better be careful, my friend, that we are not finding fault in believers over non-essential issues like the Pharisees did. It's okay to take a strong stand on doctrine. I believe you and I would hopefully choose that path in our life. But may I say this, that a lot of times we find that brethren are misjudged, are mislabeled, and or unfairly have expectations placed upon them on our preferences and not on sound doctrine. So let's you and I not be in a state of being rebukable by the Lord because we are finding fault where possibly no fault lies. That's our minute meditation this morning, and we hope and pray that the Lord will richly bless you today.